Hello everybody, my name is Storm and this is going to be another cast. Right now I'm giving some time for the gray area to go away. I'm not sure how long it takes, but yeah, like I said, I use XSplit as a local recording, so you get that little gray area in the beginning with some weird textures, but it'll fix itself soon. Let me go ahead and minimize this stuff. Actually, I forgot to do that. And we'll go ahead and get into the game. This game is going to be between Wrath, the red Terran, and the about, let's say, 6 or 7 o'clock position. Probably 7, closer to 7. And in the 1 o'clock position, we have FakePromise, the blue Zerg. Now, what I did is went on the Battle.net forums in the Terran discussion and asked for a few replays. And I got 3 people last night to give me replays. So I'm going to cast 3 games today, put it on the YouTube channel. So thank you, Wrath, and I'll also give a shout out to the other players as well once I start casting theirs. So yeah, we're going to see what kind of opening Wrath does. I do believe that he's actually sent this replay to someone else as a caster, and someone complimented on the game. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's like a really, really, really good game. So yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for the opening to go on. I'm trying to get some casting done to improve on my casting for Quantic so that I can be a part of Quantic Media and just overall because I would like to get into it eventually. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say right now. There is just drones being built up right now. There's SCVs. We're going to see, is he going to get the gas on 13, go for like a reactor Hellion or maybe 111 or anything like that? Or is he going to open up with 2 racks, 1 rack fast span? We're going to kind of see what the Terran does because I believe he is going to be the one that's going to kind of do a weird build order that can kind of change the way the game is played out, because normally Zergs, I'd say probably 90% of the time, unless they're just trolling around or just don't know what to do, go for a 15 hatch. Like, I think that's the most standard thing you can do against a Terran at these stages. So he's getting a supply depot here to wall off just so that the drone can't scout and see if the gases are up, and we're going to check here. There is no gases up, so he's either going to be doing a 2 racks or a 1 racks fast expand. We do have an SCV over here. I'm not sure if it's meant for scouting or if it's going to be here just to place down that proxy rack. So it looks like it's just going to be a scout. So right now we have a Marine coming out. The supply depot is being made. Looking over here, we do have actually weird Vespine Geyser going down here. I'm not sure I've actually seen this before, so I'm not sure how he's going to actually derive out of this or what he plans on doing, but this could be interesting. Learn something new every day, I guess. So we do see a gas for the Zerg right whenever the spawning pool goes down. I've seen a lot of Zergs in ZVT actually go for that gasless build like they do against Protoss and get 3 bases up really, really fast, which I think is super, super risky. I think there's a lot of good timings that Terran can hit and just take out that 3rd very, very fast because you won't have speed by the time that you're going to hit there. So yeah, I'm not sure why they do that, but he is getting his gas nonetheless. We do have, it looks like 2 Marines being sent out. Right now, there is that SCV still. I'm not sure if he's going to put that bunker down or if he's just going to try and do a little bit of harassment, try and catch an Overlord up here. This is really, really frustrating when you get an Overlord up here in the vision where you can't see it. We do have an expansion going down here for Wrath. Not quite using his gas yet. I'm not sure if that's going to be for the... oh, okay, I'm sorry. I did see this before. I just completely missed it. There is a build where you can delay your gas over to 15 and just get the reactor Hellions out later so you can get a faster expansion. For some reason, that did not register with me. I'm sorry about that for making that mistake. But yes, it is just a delayed reactor Hellion so that you can get faster command center. I'm not sure how exactly I feel about it. It looks like he is putting on a lot of pressure over here. A lot of drones being pulled. I think FakePromise isn't going to take too much damage. Wrath is going to lose these Marines. Oh, no. Actually saving all 3 of them. He's going to have to back out. He's going to lose 1. Looks like 2. Oh, no. Micros that weak 1 back. Does not lose him. He is killing quite a bit of Zerglings here, and he forced some mining time off, so I think that damage was definitely worth it, just to kind of force more lings than what he normally did. I believe he got 6, when normally they want to get 4, so very cool. We do have a reactor down for the barracks. Actually, he's going for a reactor on the barracks and getting Marines. I've seen this as well. This play is pretty new to me, so I'm still trying to learn it, but yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to push with like the Marines and Hellions, just kind of hit a timing, or what he plans on doing with that. We do have the SCV being hit by these Zerglings. He is going to kill 1 SCV, so that was definitely worth it for him. Then he shows that the Hellion is out. There is about 5 SCVs being transferred over to the natural. Cancelled. Looks like there's a spine crawler canceled that I missed. I'm not sure why he decided to do that, but now he's going to actually go for a quick 3rd. Huh. Very, very interesting here. So we do have Hellions being rallied over to the Hellion in the at the Zelnaga Tower here. Looks like a push is going to come out. I'm trying to put on some pressure with the Hellions. I'm not sure if FakePromise was like, well, he only has one Hellion, which means he's not using a reactor on the factory, so I don't have to worry too much about Hellion harassment. I can just use my Queen to kind of push it back. There is a spine, it's a little bit later, so he just wanted to get the third up faster so that the Hellions don't deny it. We do have Marines being rallied over now towards the third base of FakePromise. Going to go to the unit counting station really quick. 8 Marines, and then there's 8 Zerglings as well, but there's also Hellions out on the field, so it could do some damage. I think the force is too small, though, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see what Wrath's going to be able to pull off here. We do have more reinforcements being sent out. So what are you going to do, Wrath? He is throwing down 2 more barracks here. And yeah, FakePromise, let's go into his base. I've been focusing a lot of my attention on Wrath. We do have 2 evolution chambers going down here, or evolution, however you want to pronounce it. It doesn't matter to me. So, yeah, we're going to look over here. We have the Marines shooting at the third. FakePromise is just delaying it as long as he can to get the reinforcements to deal with this. But the Hellions are out. They're going to be able to kill a lot of Zerglings, and the hatchery is almost down as well. So if he does any type of drop play or just tries to harass it a little bit more, I mean, he could completely deny the third. No drones are mining at it. So yeah, I mean, Wrath did very, very well here by doing so much damage to it. It just stinks how bad Hellions are against buildings, but you know, you got to deal with it. Oh, pulling the Hellions back. Oh no, he's gonna get surrounded by the Lings. No, going by the mineral patch. Yes, he is gonna get completely surrounded and lose the Hellions. But yeah, I think that they did the damage. So going back over here into Rat's base, we still have Marines being rallied. We have double tech labs here for Stim and Combat Shield. I'm going to check it. Is there any engineering base? Sure is. We have double engineering bay being thrown down. +1 weapons is being researched. We do have, it looks like, a counterattack for the Zerglings, for the Zerg player rather. The wall isn't completed quite yet, but there are Marines over here just sitting, waiting. Besides, I can't really engage that, but the Marines are kind of overstepping their bounds. There is a bunker on the way. So, oh, okay, good. The wall is now completely sealed with a bunker. That is a lot of links. He does need to keep those active because he made so many to deal with that push over at the third. Sitting there with only 193 health. That's insane. We do have a third base coming here for Wrath. I'm going to look at the income tab really quick. It's actually 42 to 51, so the Zerg did just pull ahead in Harvesters, but it's still pretty good. For Wrath, so yeah, I think he's looking in pretty good shape right now. He's been played some pretty aggressive style, and now just going into macro mode, getting what he can. It looks like he does have a starport with a reactor on the way and a siege tank. No siege mode being researched quite yet. We do have +1 armor on the way as well. Let's see if he's going to use that third command center. I'm lagging here. Okay, there we go. We're going to see if he's going to use that third command center specifically for SCVs or as a third base. It looks like he's going to take the base instead. That Overlord's still over here just kind of chilling out, but I don't think it has any vision other than the supply depots, but I can check that really fast. Yeah, it only has supply depots and gas. So we do have his links over here killing this rock so that they can get a better surround, which is very good. Zerg needs to have a lot of open areas so that they can surround the units and kill them off. Looks like we're going to see a good hit by Wrath with siege mode, some Hellions, Medivacs. We do have 2 more barracks being thrown down with Stim and Combat Shield and +1/+1, so this could be very, very devastating for the Zerg if he's not prepared for it, if he drones too heavily. We do have a Ling over here blocking the third base of Wrath, which is very unfortunate, especially when they burrow it and spread creep on top of it. It's very, very frustrating, but we can deal with it. We do have the Zerglings just keeping themselves active, killing destructible rocks. We do have the force moving out from Wrath. I don't think he should show the entire force with the siege tanks and stuff. There we go, sieging up the siege tanks, showing that he has quite a bit of Marines, but that's alright. Needs to be able to kill that. We do have 2 medevacs out on the field now. Third base is now getting up and running. He's going to try and transfer some SCVs from the main to the third, try and saturate that. No armory quite yet. It's about 75, a little bit under than that. 75% complete, so then he can get +2/+2 started, and I imagine that he's going to be making a push pretty soon now that he has +1, or he could just go into a straight up macro mode. We do have a 4th base down for the Zerg, but Wrath getting a perfect scan on it, knowing exactly what's up, but I think the Zerg has enough to kind of hold it, so we'll see. We do have a lot of Banelings being morphed in here. We're going to see, I'm guessing he's going to go for a Bling Bling Muta style, because oh, actually there are 6 infestors on the way. Normally when I see players get infestors, it's normally just lings and infestors. They don't actually ever use banelings until like it starts to get into the 20-minute mark. But hey, you know, maybe if you can afford it, you can afford it. So we do have a little push over here. I'm seeing what the Zerg is up to, if he's going to decide to push or if he's just going to pull back on his base. Oh, I'm sorry, we missed a drop over here is why. Looks like it did a little bit of damage. So I'm going to look at the the resources lost tab here. It's 1875 to 1325, so the Terran is a little bit far behind. We do have a drop over here at the 4th base of the Zerg, but getting picked up as soon as the Link's getting over here. Good job with that, watching his drops. Picking up right on the high ground to do as much damage as they can. Needs to lift off, but look at the infestors. Holy crap, they might fungal that medevac. Nope, just letting it go. Not going to be able to get it. The tank's going over and on the creep. Now we have the +1/+1 Marines killing off some overlords. The siege tanks are sieged up. The Link's trying to come in. The tanks need to target fire those banelings so that he doesn't lose the Marines. There's the target fire. Losing a lot of banelings here. There we go. The Marines are surviving. We do see that the infestors are going to back out. Not going to be able to fungal this without losing a lot from the tanks. But there's only 1 tank left, so I think FakePromise could be okay, but this could be very, very devastating. Now killing the Queen at the natural, focusing the natural. No, actually going for the Spinecrawler instead. The infestor's coming here with Lings. He is going to be able to get fungals and clean this up very, very nicely. But at what cost? I mean, that did quite a bit of damage there, losing a lot of drones. There's still a tank sieged up, killing some infestors. Wow. Great job by Wrath right there. I'd actually missed that one. We do have another force being pushed out right now as well. +2/+2 is almost finished, so this is awesome. We also have a drop over at the 3rd. Not quite able to kill off anything. It looks just maybe a few drones, if that. Maybe a spine. I kind of missed that one because I was looking at this push here. I am trying to watch the minimap. Sorry, guys. I'm still trying to work on my map control. But I'll get there. That's all right. So the tanks are sieging up now. Gonna leapfrog them up, getting an infestor kill. The Lings are coming in to help support. We do have infestors from the back, throwing down infested Terran to help kill the siege tank. That siege tank is gonna go down. All the Marines are dead. Looks like +2 armor didn't quite finish, which may have made a difference. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We have a 4th, or I guess we won't see, but you know, we do have a 4th base going here. The supplies are actually really awesome for in Wrath's favor, anyways. Try not to show my bias as a Terran player, but hey, you know, sometimes you got it. Sometimes if you like what you watch, you know. So we do have another push. It looks like it's actually just going to sit over here while he takes his 4th base. He feels like he's done the damage that he needs to do. Now he's actually throwing down. Looks like, was it 5 more racks as well? Gonna go for that biomech play with Marine tank medevac. Very, very standard right now. We do have vehicle weapons +1 with +3/+3 starting. Another push is going out towards the center. Is he going to try and take the Xel'Naga towers and just keep it contained from there? Or is he going to actually try and push and kill like the 4th base or something? Over here, the Overlord is sitting there. I'm not sure if he is actually able to see any of this push or not. It doesn't look like he was actually prepared for it. The siege tanks are sieging up right by the creep. The Marines are stimming up, but they are going to get greeted by the infestors. Nope, the infestors deciding, no, I'm not going to engage with that. They're pushing right towards the natural. We do have more Marines being rallied over here as well. We do have the 4th base getting up and running. We do have the Zerg player going in for a flank. He's running right to the siege tank. One of the siege tanks are not, I guess? I don't know. Is not sieged up, so he's going to lose one of the siege tank, and the other siege tank goes down. The Lings are going to be able to clean this up quite nicely. Looking at the upgrades for the Zerg, it's also 2-tuned. 3-3 is not on the way. The 4th base did go down, however, during a drop as well. Oh, and also the 3rd base. I missed that one. I was watching the 4th on the minimap, but I was watching the main push for you guys. So yeah, we do have looks like another push. Wrath is just keeping it going over and over and over. We do have this morphing into a planetary fortress. Yeah, so I mean, this is looking really, really good in Wrath's favor right now. We do have the Zerg floating 1k, 2k. I'm not sure what's up with that. Probably because he lost his bases, so he's not able to produce any units right now. Looking in a very, very rough spot. This is so difficult to deal with, especially when 3-3 comes out. It's such a good upgrade for Terran. We do have another base going down. He's double expanding as well. There is a drop over at the 3rd base, but looks like it's going to be cleaned up by the Spinecrawlers. Spinecrawlers do die because they are not on creep. We do have the forces of Wrath kind of splitting up. 3 Marines going to check if that base is up and running. We do have the tanks sieging up. 2 of them are not sieged up, trying to leapfrog a little bit closer to do as much damage as they possibly can. The Infestors running in, and a Ling flank over there. Very, very smart move by FakePromise, doing a little flank so that the Infestors don't die, and instead the Lings do, and he's able to throw down some Infested Terran and get fungals on the Marines. Awesome job. And then the Lings are going to be able to clean that up. That was very, very good by FakePromise. But the supplies, again, I mean, it's just... Wrath has been keeping up this constant pressure. As you see, another push is going to be coming here. Finally killing off that Overlord from the very beginning. But, I mean, he's keeping up pressure constantly, never stopping. Doesn't give him a chance to even breathe. We do have a medevac over here being dropped over at the main. I'm going to see, he is on Hive Tech, but what is he going? Does he have a Greater Spire? Is he going Ultras? I didn't quite see that. Probably because, well, he can't afford it. I'm not sure what he's deciding to do here. May have missed it, or I can't find the tech, but oh well. We do have a push over here towards the 4th base of FakePromise. It is not up and running quite yet, so he can cancel it, but I don't think he's going to have time. The Zerglings are coming in to try and kill this. The siege tanks aren't sieged up, but the Marines are on 3-3. And like I mentioned earlier, 3-3 is very, very good. And then there is the quit without GG, as he doesn't feel like it was a good game. Felt like that was an awesome game by Wrath. He played it very well, kept up the constant pressure, and macroed up behind it. Like, you see him floating right here, which I guess is okay because he's supply blocked. I mean, I guess I don't want to say it's okay, but at the same time, he did a very, very good job with keeping up his forces so that he can do these pushes. I mean, I've seen a lot of top Terrans do this, just constantly building up and keeping up aggression, never stopping. He had drops everywhere that I couldn't even watch because I was trying to focus on the main engagement that was going on. So he's dropping while he's moving, because the drops he's using as a distraction. I think Terrans need to really start looking into that where you need to drop so that you're causing distraction for your main force, so that the Zerg is like, well, where do I send my units? I can't like 1A over here. I need to split them up so that I can deal with this. So be sure to do that, especially if you're in the lower leagues. It's very, very smart to do. I think this game was a good example of what you're supposed to do against the Zerg. I mean, it's pretty straightforward and very, very frustrating from a Zerg standpoint. So thank you guys for watching. I know I made a lot of mistakes. Like I said, this is all for improvement, so I very much appreciate it, Wrath, for giving me a replay. I'm going to cast the next game that I got on the Battle.net forums, which I am going to check who it is. I don't remember who my second guy was. Oh, I don't actually have it listed up here, do I? No, I do not. I believe, who is it? I don't know. We'll go into the next game. Black Death. There we go. Got it. Black Death is my next guy I'm going to cast. So thank you guys one last time. Appreciate it. And if you liked, please be sure to subscribe and leave a comment for feedback. Thank you guys.